So I'm back, I've got my coffee, and oh dear me. So it's early morning, it's 7:40. I came in a bit earlier just to do this. I was daft, but that's how devoted I am to YouTubing. Okay, so how can I start this? Okay. First of all, I worked at Alton Towers from 2003 to 2007. I lived in Staffordshire, so it was only a staff bus ride away, but now I live in Dover, which is quite far away. At the time, everyone who has to work at Alton Towers has to go for some training days, and it resembles about 6 days before the season starts. It used to be. This is what it used to be like in 2003. So I don't know how much changed now. So the first one was you all meet up in the upstairs cafe and just join a group with a table with about 4 or 5 of you, people you never met before, or you might met them, I don't know. And me, I was lucky because I knew one or two of the people on the table. They're from Stafford, so we all stuck together, kind of thing. We had to do team building exercises, team working, building the tallest kind of structure, one that won't fall down, kind of thing. Little games like that, little things like that to test you, who's got the skills, who's got the capacity to do that kind of thing. That's what it was mainly about. Most interviews do this these days. It's just to find out who's got what skills and put them in what job and where they're more suited. So once them training days are over, you were taken to the area you can be working in. Like mine was Upland at the time, when it had the corkscrew and that kind of thing, Dino Derby and that kind of the rock shot and saber-tooth shy. That's what the games were going when I was there, when I started there anyway. And the idea was you spend a few more days there, just training up, showing you around, showing the games, showing you what to do, seeing who's good at what, and etc. It was just mainly all team building, but you got to know the people you're working with. Whereas working at Alton Towers, you need to be a people person, you need to be creative, you need to create moments that are randomness for customers. The season starts, and the first day I was in Socasaurus. First part of the season was not so busy. It was weather was pretty dire actually. As the season went on, I learnt more. I was mainly on soccer or basher, basketball kind of thing. It was one of them years where I didn't know if I belonged there or not. I even asked to be transferred to a place called Merry England, where the game was there, just to see, but I didn't like it there. It was way too above me. So I went back to Upland. But we had to work in Merry England now and again. We had to swap if one area was short staffed, then we had to trade staff from one area to another area, blah blah blah, because just the way it was. So we used to dread being picked to go to different places and stuff, because you most likely miss your staff transport. The management was good. Management was very good. They did look after you, and every few months you had a little bit of a review to see how you were doing, and any pointers they could point out how to, improve you a bit and that kind of thing. So the first season was a bit daunting, a bit strange, a bit hectic, a bit quiet. It was totally what I unexpected, because originally I applied for Alton Towers to be in the admin, do office work. So I've done office work, but the interview at the time, you had to interview for 3 places. I chose admin, games, and I can't remember what the other one was now. But the admin didn't want me to the games, so I thought I'd give it a go. So it wasn't my original aim to go on the games, it was my original aim to go in the office work. But then the season 1 ended, back out to work for a few months, and then back in the next season. The next season I was a lot more confident, I knew what to expect. A few different faces, a few same faces coming back to the season. As the seasons went on, the season 2 was more the same, but different staff. Staff changed quite a lot. So as you can see by the photos, I had a bit of fun. I mainly took photos of myself or the people I work with rather than random stuff, rather than because it was one of those cameras you had to get developed. Well, not a digital. Digital was still, expensive in them days. So 2004 was a bit more an eye opener, and I got to gain more respect because I came back. More people were talking to me, more management was talking to me, getting to know me. And again, the season ended. 2005 come along. That was the year when was Rita was built? Was it Rita was built? Oh God, I might be losing the plot. It was either that year or the year before when Rita was being built. So half of Rugland was shut off whilst the Rita Queen of Speed was being built, and that was quite interesting. That was you got to go in the areas and watch it all close up and how they did it. But the games are still running, and the area is quiet. But a lot of people, wasn't really that quiet because people kept coming up to see what was going on with the building, the ride and stuff. And again, when I came back for the third season, 2005, I gained a lot more respect. It was a different management again. No, it was. I felt a lot more comfortable. I felt more prouder coming back wearing the uniform. I felt part of a really good thing. I started to feel proud of myself and thinking, this is I love this. This is brilliant time. That confidence was like right up in the air. And I got to do more things. I got to go and do a derby a few more times. I got to use a microphone. I got to go on better games and more, progress myself more. And then after that season, again, the season ended and 2006 started. That year was a good year for me because it was a year that they gave me the opportunity to be a team leader for a few weeks. It was a few weeks. My mind has gone there. I did do a diary with every day, what it was like and stuff. So I got to go and do a derby nearly all the time, 99% of the time, and I loved it. The microphone, brilliant. I loved it, and just meeting all the famous people. I mean, that's one thing I loved about Alton Towers. You could blink and next minute you had bloody I didn't watch out there or whatever, the famous people. The list could go on and on. The famous people I've met could go on Carol Vorderman and wow, Boy Band Blue, the Hollyoaks Girls, at the time, Anyway, so this season, and I was also on the Full Legacy game. If you've ever been to Alton Towers, you know what Full Legacy is. It's where the guy has to guess your age, weight, or month you're born, blah blah blah. And if you guess it within 2 months, whatever, you get a prize. And if you guess it within 2 months, you don't win anything. But if I don't guess it, then you get a prize. I loved that game so much. Oh my God, that's when I realised that I'm a people person. That's when I realised that I love this job. But then we found out at the end of the season that next season Alton Towers weren't owning the games. It was someone else owning the games. So it was a bit wary coming back. I did join the next season. My manager at the time went on to food and retail, so I joined food and retail, and I just could not do it. At the time I was going through quite a lot of depression because I was behind in my rent, I was behind in things like that, and I was starting to get way depressed and not because of Alton Towers, but because of life. Let things slowly dig me down and down and down, and 2007 come, as I said, and retail, and I couldn't cope with that. I went on to photography, ride photos, and I just got ill and depressed, and I just shut myself away, and then I lost the job. I regret it because I know that I could have kicked myself and carried on. I mean, if I was still there now, I reckon I would have been quite a well-paid job by now, you know. But these things happen for a reason. So yeah, so I've got some photos, hopefully the one here. What else? Oh. During the quiet times, the park closed at about 5 o'clock. But there was always something to do. I mean, there's always tidying up to do, or just displays to tidy up. And of course, when it was low gates, there was less staff, so you closed some of the games that weren't very successful. So you only opened the ones that were successful. So it was like gone from 15 staff to about 5 staff. Busy time as well, that was it. The weirdest thing was on Bank Holiday Mondays it was quiet, it was Tuesdays it was busier, because people thinking that Bank Holiday Mondays are going to be busy. Summertime was just mad. The days went so fast because it was so busy. It was wow. It was like a sea of people. And Halloween time was when the fireworks happened as well. And then you worked till about 10 at night. Oh my God, they were long days, but my God, you got so much motivation out of it. So much motivation. And you got to see the fireworks and all Halloween stuff. Oh, it was just phenomenal. The fireworks were just... If you search YouTube, Alton Towers fireworks, and you'll see some, and my... Wow. It's just, you know, being there as staff, and you had to be marshalling to make sure people weren't walking in the wrong areas and stuff, but you got to see it all. And you didn't have to pay money to see it. You got paid to see it. Well, yeah, it was fun working there. It was fun. It was great. It was only my only social life. My daily routine was waking up at 5:30 in the morning, leaving my flat to go to the Stafford town to get the staff transport. Staff transport turned up at 7:30. Got to Alton Towers at about 9, and then I didn't start till 10. Sundays 12. But you had the dining area. You had a little social area, so you could wait there or watch TV, play pool, you know, or chat with other staff. There was no bickering. I mean, we used to have funny games between Ugland and like X sector. We used to wind each other up because there were different areas and stuff, different uniforms, and it was funny. What I miss the most are the friends I made, but I got most of them on Facebook. I miss the atmosphere. I miss... the list could go on. I miss so much about it. I miss those, honestly, the best days of my life. I'll never get back. I'll never ever get them days back. I was a fool to lose it, but there's a reason for everything. If I could turn back time, you know, I suppose I would have liked to have given myself a big kick and stayed there. But at the time, depression just gets to you, and it ruins your life. But I look now and thinking, well, at least I've got a roof over my head. At least I'm still doing something that's good and I like doing. So yeah, so much I miss. I miss the staff transport. I miss sitting on the bus at the end of the day, chatting to the other staff, asking how their day was, and all these little things that happened. Every day was different. I mean, you might work in the same area, but every day was completely different. Different things happening, different fun, bad things, good things. You know, every day was just a different story. It was absolutely fantastic. But I miss the staff transport. You know, I miss mingling with the right staff. I miss wearing the uniform. I felt so proud wearing that uniform. So proud. I love Alton Towers. I know that it's had bad press recently with the accidents and stuff, and my heart goes out to those people. Honestly, my heart does go out to them. You know. So that's about it. That's all I'm going to say, really. I mean, there's not much to edit out of this, so it'll just be as it is, I think. Might edit a few little blank things out, isn't it? At least, hopefully it's better than the last video I did. I'm more confident now than I was 10 months ago. And I look a bit more healthier as well. And a better camera. So, toodle pips, thank you very much for watching this. If you watched it, subscribe, like, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. Tell your friends. And Any messages? Leave a message about Alton Towers if you've been there recently. If you've done any videos, you leave a link below, you know, in your comments, so I can have a look. So, can't believe it's been 10 years since I left. 10 years, wow. You know. Anyway, thank you so much, and sorry to have took so much of your time up. But I'll see you soon.